All right. So, technical difficulties, but I shared with you guys earlier that I have so many exciting things for July that I'm going to share with you at the beginning of next week. Um, Basically just things to help us get talking about coaching and about the business more, and way more opportunities for us to share the opportunity and the business side with people more often. So think like coaching webinars, sneak peek groups, new coach trainings every single month, Emerald trainings every single month. That way we can focus more on bringing in new people into the business, because getting people into our challenge groups is great, but our main goal is going to be to find other people who want to build the business too, because that is going to be what helps us get to reach our goals and to get to elite this year, to get to diamond, and to really start building a business that is going to impact your family's financial future. And so what I want to talk about tonight is actually something that I think that all of us really need to work on, and something that we need to get super consistent with if we're going to reach these goals, which is finding your minimum baseline. So I'm going to share my screen with the slides that I made. I'm feeling all fancy with my slides. I'm going to minimize this. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. So finding your minimum baseline, what does that actually mean? So what is the bare minimum that I need to do every day in order to feel accomplished and also take steps towards reaching my goals? So your minimum baseline is going to be just that, the bare minimum of what you are going to commit to get done for your business every single day, no matter what. And you're going to know that some days that you're going to be able to do more. Maybe your bare minimum is to spend 1 hour a day on your business, but some days you might have more free time, more time available on the weekends when you might commit a little bit more time to it. But this minimum baseline is what absolutely has to get done every day in order for me to feel accomplished and know that I'm taking steps towards reaching my goals. So I'm going to outline, I think, 5 or 6 different steps on how we are going to figure this out. So step 1, nothing new, something that we talk about all the time. So get crystal clear on your why and what your specific goals actually are. So think about, why do you want to be a successful coach? And what does successful even mean to you? Because success on my terms could be completely different than what success looks like in your life. Why do you want to achieve diamond? Why do you want to earn a certain dollar amount per month? Because I know all of us have kind of that special number in our head that things would be so much greater, things would be so much easier, we would be so proud of ourselves, we would feel like we made it if we made a certain dollar amount per month, or if we get to a certain rank, or if we have a certain number of coaches on our team. But we need to know why we want to do that, because we've talked about this on so many different team calls before, you guys. If we don't know why we want something, then when life gets hard, life gets crazy, we get super busy, then we are going to give up and we're going to quit, and we are going to slack off on those activities that are really going to get us there. But if we can fall back on our why, if we can put it in the notes on our phone, put it as a screensaver on our computer, even set it as like an alarm on your phone to go off every few hours or something, just as a reminder to keep that important why in the front of your mind, whether that is to go full-time into coaching, to be able to quit your job, to be able to pay for your kids' college without them having to go into debt. Maybe it's just to be able to go on a vacation with your family every year. Maybe it's just that you want to make an impact, that you want to feel like you're doing work that matters. Like whatever that is, we've talked about this so many times, but oftentimes I think we forget about it, and we forget to reflect back and refer back to it consistently enough to actually use it to our advantage. So after you have really thought about that, then the next thing is you're going to go on to your specific goals. So what are the goals that you're working towards right now? Maybe it's a rank. If you're shooting for diamond, like I know both of you are, how many people do you want to help each month? How much money do you need / want to earn each month? What do you want to pay for with your coaching paycheck? Like, first of all, I know everyone wants to cover their products. So their Shakeology and their Energize and Recover, Beach Bars, like whatever you get every single month, like paying for that is your first step. And then beyond that, what would it be amazing for your family to be able to do? What if you could pay your power bill every single month with your coaching paycheck, or you could pay your mortgage, or make your car payment, or buy groceries? Like anything like that you can think about that you can set down as a specific goal. And then where do you want to be on your own personal journey? So maybe that is determining what workout program you're going to commit to, what kind of nutrition plan you're going to do, what kind of personal development books are you going to read? Are you going to commit to going to a personal development conference at some time this year or next year, whenever we can actually go to conferences and things like that again? Maybe you're working towards getting invited to the Success Club trip next year. That could be a really fun goal to work towards. So the first step in this process is just getting crystal clear on your why, and then what your specific goals are, and kind of tying those together. Step 2 is going to be defining specific action steps that will help you reach your goals. So for us as coaches, the specific action steps that we have to take every single day are the vital behaviors. So be a product of the product. That means getting your workout done every day, committing to a specific workout program and following the calendar, not just jumping around all over the place, following your nutrition plan, drinking your shake every day, using Energize, all the things to prove that what we do actually works. It's doing your personal development every day. If it's just for 10 minutes, if that's all you have, or maybe you are listening to personal development in the car while you run errands, just something to be fueling and feeding your mind with things that are going to keep you in a growth mindset, to instill and grow the belief that you have in yourself. Sharing your journey consistently. So through your posts on your feed and through your stories every single day. Running your own challenge groups, privately inviting people to join those challenge groups and to join your team as a coach, engaging with your followers every single day, and then connecting and making new friends. So you guys, these action steps that we have are our responsibilities as coaches, and they are so simple. Not one single thing on this list right here is complicated. It's super simple, which means they're easy to do, but they're also just as easy not to do them. So once we define this and say okay, these are the things I know I need to do in order to get to my goals, then we move on to step 3, which is set your daily minimum time commitment. So I want you to look at your weekly and then your daily schedule and figure out when you can work on your business and for how long. So what is possible given your work schedule, maybe your family schedule if you have kids and you have other responsibilities, maybe you have appointments next week, or you are going on a trip.
Hey, Allison, you're lagging.
Oh, is it? It said my internet connection was unstable. Is it better?
Well, your voice is.
Is it still doing it?
Yeah, right now it's good. No, right now it's not.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you're fine right now.
Okay. So I'll just kind of start over. So with setting your daily minimum time commitment, I want you to look at your week. And you can even do this as a month, look at the month as a whole, and then look at your weeks, and then look at your daily schedule. So when can you work on your business, and for how long can you commit every single day? Maybe it's 1 hour. Maybe it's more. Maybe certain days a week you're super busy and you can only do that 1 hour minimum. But maybe on other days of the week, you can spend 2 or 3 hours, or maybe 4 hours. And then is it one big block of time, like an hour or two, or is it smaller chunks throughout the day? So 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, 5 minutes here. And then can you have a catch-up day, maybe on Saturday or Sunday, where you can spend larger chunks of time working on your business and getting ahead for the next week, or catching up on things that maybe you missed a little bit in the previous week? So setting your daily minimum time commitment is step 3. Step 4, okay, we are going to use the Success Club tracker to define our minimum activities. So If you go to the Success Club tracker, you can download this from your coach office. I have actually printed off one of these for every single week of the year and had it bound into a little notebook, which is super nice. If you don't want to do it on paper, you can even just download the PDF and check off the things as you do them every day and just have it on your computer. But so let's take a look and dive deeper. We kind of talked about this already with the action steps of what is going to get us to our goals, but this is what's on your tracker. So working out and drinking your shake, personal development, sharing your workouts, your healthy meals, your coaching work, and your personal life on your stories every day, posting to your main feed consistently. That doesn't have to be every single day. Maybe it's every other day, but just figuring out a schedule with posting that is super consistent that your followers are going to be able to depend on. And so maybe that is even specific times during the day. So maybe your followers know that they can expect a post from you every single morning, or maybe it's at lunchtime or every single night. Just kind of figuring out what is working the best and when you get the most engagement from your network. Checking into your groups every day. So our coaching team page, our accountability group, your own groups, if you're running your own groups, adding to your network, engaging with your network, inviting and following up, and then jumping on or watching replays of team trainings. So literally everything that you need to do as a coach to be successful, to get to a diamond rank, to hit Success Club every month is on this tracker. And I can promise you, if you are doing every single thing on this tracker every day, consistently, you will hit Success Club and you will start rank advancing your business. And like I already said, like these things are so simple. They are easy things. Like they're not complicated. They're not hard to figure out. It's just getting super consistent and doing them every single day that matters. Step 5. All right, block out your weekly schedule and know that it might look different every day. So set work hours, schedule in when we have calls. So schedule in the National Wake Up Call every week, schedule in our team call, our coffee chats, our power hours. Figure out when your workout and your meal prep time is going to happen every day and every week. And then maybe set aside some time on Saturday or Sunday for planning, just to plan out maybe your content for the week, or planning out exactly when your work hours are going to be each day that you can commit to. Step 6 is going to be sticking to your minimum baseline every single day. So following your Success Club tracker and maybe even creating like a habit tracker that you can check off every day, especially if you are a visual person. Is my sound lagging? I got a notification that my internet was unstable. Am I good? Okay. So if you're a visual person, like print yourself off a blank calendar, and every single day that you stick to your baseline minimum, check it off. That way you can see, like, I've stuck to my baseline minimum for my business every day for the last week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And that can be just an extra little bit of push and motivation for you to keep going. Find a success partner to work with. So Chrissy and Christy have been success partners with each other for the last couple of months, and they have really built a strong relationship and have been working really well together. So maybe everyone like putting it on their goals list to find somebody like that they can work with, either somebody on our team, somebody in your team, somebody just from the bigger DFG or Dynasty teams as a whole. And then staying engaged in our team page and our group chats. So just staying committed to staying plugged in, because that is where you're going to get your motivation and where you're going to get some extra accountability. And also, just it makes it way more fun when you're not doing it by yourself, when you're staying engaged and we're doing it together as a team. Let's see. So I have a few bonus tips. So are you working with a timeline? So maybe with your goals, if you have a goal to rank advance to diamond by July 16th is what our goal is for our retreat that I'm going to be planning for the fall. So if you advance your business to diamond by then you would get to come like expense free. You would just have to pay to get yourself there. Can you 10x your actions? So maybe your minimum baseline is, for example, that you're going to do one post every single day. You're going to do at least 10 stories every day. You're going to invite, say, 5 people. You're going to add to your network and engage with your network for 30 minutes every day. Maybe that is your minimum that you set for yourself. Are there certain days where you can 10x that, where you can see? Maybe you set a timer. That's another tip I have here, is set timers on your phone to help you focus on one task at a time, because especially with the work that we do being so much based in social media, it can be so easy to get distracted. So maybe you like make it a challenge with yourself that you set a timer and see, okay, how many people can I engage with and comment and like on their stuff in the next 15 minutes, and just see how much you can do. Plan your post out in advance to save time if that's something that you struggle with. If you struggle finding the time to post or to sit down to brainstorm and think about what you want to say, plan that out in advance. And either wake up earlier or stay up late. Just don't go to bed if your minimum baseline is not done, because I want you to go to bed. If you're like me, like I like to go to bed knowing I got all the things checked off my list, that I got everything done for the day that I wanted to get done. It doesn't always happen, but I can assure you that if we are getting our minimum done every single day, we will see our business grow, because we're not just going to do the minimum every day. We're going to do the minimum some days, but a lot of the times we're going to do more than that. And those are the days that are really going to push our business forward. But what I have been reading about, so I'm reading the book, The Slight Edge. This is the second time that I've read it. And I've only read the first 2 chapters, but it's about this, like what the slight edge is. And the thing is that people who are super successful, like people who make millions and billions of dollars every single year, who build these companies from the ground up, like these people are not, like there's nothing super special about them. It's like not super complicated. We don't need more information on like, this is how you do it. These are the steps. This is what you need to do. We need the slight edge, which is just sticking with it long enough for it to work, sticking to the simple things, because the simple things that seem like they don't matter right now, like spending 10 minutes adding to your network every day, it seems like that doesn't matter, but in the long haul, that is going to help grow your network and maybe get you to that 10,000 follower mark on Instagram, and get your social media page to where so many people are engaging with you every single day that people are just automatically coming to you and they're sharing your content with their friends, and organically growing the reach that you have and the influence that you have on other people's lives. So it's those small, seemingly insignificant things that are really going to propel your business forward. And it's just the slight edge of sticking with them long enough for it to work. So especially when you feel like you are just spinning your wheels, that you're just not really getting anywhere, that you're putting in the work every day, but nothing is happening. If you quit right now, then for sure nothing's going to happen. Like if you quit right now, then you're definitely not going to reach your goal. But if you just keep going and push through the moments where you feel like nothing is happening, or you feel like what you're doing is not making a difference, if you keep doing it and keep showing up every single day when other people are quitting and you're still here and you're still going, you are going to make it and they're not. And that is like the aha moment that I had in my business like a year or so ago. I can't remember where I was exactly. I think I was at Summit one year, not last year, but the year before. And I was sitting in a training, and some of the top coaches in the company were up on the stage talking to us about how they, like how their business grew and how they went from where they started to where they are now. And I was just like, you know what? Like, I may not be the best at posting on social media. I might not have the most interesting story. I might not have the most followers, but if I just don't quit, then I will make it in this business, because it's the people who quit who don't make it, who don't get to diamond, who don't get to 5-star, to elite, to paying for their mortgage or taking their family on vacation every year. Like those are the people who don't make it, the people who just quit and give up on it before they really give it a chance and really give it all they've got. So you just got to keep showing up and set that standard for yourself of what you're going to get done every day, and just stick to it no matter what. Don't go to bed at night if it's not done. Stay up that extra hour to make sure that it gets done, because you will be so thankful for it when you wake up the next morning. So I didn't put this in the slides. I probably should have, but I just wanted to give you all like an example of a minimum baseline of what you might want to do every single day. So obviously, workout, shake, personal development, like those three things are just a given. So these are going to be like the actual business activities that you need to be doing every single day to make sure you're moving your business forward. So number one, at least 10 or 15 minutes of adding to your network. And the same thing for engaging with your network, because I read a thing the other day that was like, if you are not engaging with other people, then how does anyone know that you exist? Like, we want people to engage with our stuff and like our stuff and watch our stories and comment on our posts. But if we're not doing the same thing and like being a real person and engaging with other people first, then it's going to be super, super hard for anyone to find us, especially when we're trying to grow our network and expand the number of people who are seeing our stuff every day. So committing that time, so maybe just 30 minutes, and for 15 minutes, you add to your network, and for the next 15 minutes, you just engage with people, watch their stories, reply to their stories, like their posts, comment, like leave genuine comments that they will want to reply back to. The next thing is posting and doing your stories every single day. So making sure that go off of that Success Club tracker. So share your real life and be you, be yourself, but also make sure that you're covering those basics of what you should talk about on your stories every day, which is putting your workout on there, putting a healthy meal on there, showing yourself drinking your shake or your Energize, inviting to your group. I get the most, which it makes sense, like it's like duh, but I have the most people reaching out wanting to join our groups when I'm talking about them more on my stories. So when I'm talking about some little detail about our groups or some little tip for like what I'm doing right now on my personal journey, and then inviting people to join our group on my stories, when I'm doing that every single day religiously, I find more people who want to join our group. So making sure that you're inviting to that, and making sure that you're mentioning coaching. So if you're sitting down to do a power hour, or you're sitting down just to do 5 minutes or 10 minutes of work, like jump on your stories for 10 seconds and talk about how you're fitting it in to your busy life, and just share that side with people. Give shout outs to people in our group who are doing really great. Share transformations from the Boss Babes group or the Beachbody page, just to give people more of an insight that like, hey, it's not just me getting results. Like, look at all these other people who are getting results too, and giving them that proof. And then inviting. So setting out either a certain amount of time or a certain number of invites that you want to do every single day. My suggestion would be 5 at the minimum. So 5 invites every single day. And you can kind of do those as like how I kind of do it is like invite / follow-ups. So I just kind of make sure I'm talking to like 5 to 8, 5 to 10 people every single day, whether that is new invites, follow-ups, or starting new conversations with people. And if you are making sure you're doing that every single day, plus just like checking into our groups, you've got your bases covered, and that's your minimum baseline. And it is not as overwhelming as we want to make it. It is so simple. We just got to commit to doing it every day. So my last little thing is our quote. So set high standards and few limitations for yourself. I love that quote because like the few limitations part, I think that's the key, because at the end of the day, like we all know how to do this. We all know the how. It's just truly believing that we are capable of being successful, of recruiting people into our business, of mentoring other coaches to be successful. You have to believe in that, and you can't have limiting beliefs or like a small mindset about that. You have to have a huge belief, and that's why we want to do and work on personal development every single day. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. That's all I got for you. Do y'all have any questions or comments or anything?
No, I don't think so. I really like the idea of putting your why as like an alarm. Like it would be my why just got in the refrigerator, but anyway, it would be nice, like okay, 6:45 alarm goes off and it's really hard to get up, but I have to turn off oh, get up so you can work out for at least. Like
Yep.
that I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I got to get up. Like I won't do that, but I will hit snooze if it doesn't say anything. Like
Right, exactly. That's a really good idea. I like that a lot. But I just heard, so I got this topic idea from Keisha Fitzgerald. Imagine that. I was listening to her podcast the other day, and she was talking about this. And people were just asking her like how she built her business and how she has been so successful in like starting this new company. And she was talking about, it was just this minimum baseline of, okay, what do I have to get done today in order to feel accomplished and to know that I took actions today that are getting me closer to my goals. Because it's not about these big, huge leaps from like here to our goal. It's about the small little steps that we take every single day that are going to add up over time. It's the compound effect. It's those small little things that seem like they don't matter, but when you do them every single day religiously, no matter what, and you do them for a year or 2 years or 3 years, like those are the things that get people to those kind of goals. It's not like it just happens overnight. They put in the work every single day, even though it's the simple stuff, but that is the stuff that's going to get you there. And it's something like when I'm saying this, I'm preaching to myself too, because I am like in this new season of figuring out how to have this kind of freedom, but still be committed and making time to work every single day and not letting other things distract me, and like running errands and doing this and going to meet somebody for coffee or going to get my nails done, like figuring out like how to fit this, like how to stay committed to this and show up and do it every day. So like everything that I said tonight, I'm like preaching to y'all, but I'm preaching right back at myself at the same time, because I am struggling with the exact same thing. But like tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow is a brand new week. So the start of a new tracker. So if you don't have a fresh Success Club tracker, print one off tonight, download one tonight on your computer if you want to do it that way. I am actually thinking about starting to do it on the computer, just because I am going to be working from like so many different places that I kind of want to just be able to bring my computer with me and just have one thing and just like have it open in a tab on my internet browser and just check it off as I go. But maybe it means like setting a timer for getting your invites and your follow-ups done first thing in the morning before your workout, because maybe that's the thing that is the hardest for you and you need to eat that frog and do it first thing. That way you don't even have time to think about it or like even consider not doing it for the day. Because at the end of the day, if we are not talking to people, we are not working our business. Because I mean, this is network marketing. We have to network. We have to be talking to people. We have to be explaining it to people, sending people information, just starting new conversations, building those relationships. And I know for me, like a lot of times I sometimes feel like I'm not really working, that I'm like goofing off when I'm just like talking to people on Instagram or engaging, commenting on their posts and stuff. But that is the work. Like that is our job. Like as fun and simple as it is, like that is part of our job, and we have to do it every day if we're going to have new people to invite or new people to bring into our groups. So it's just about constantly sharing. And I feel like sometimes I get caught up in like the content creation and talking on my story, making a post, or like doing content for our groups, when I really need to be spending more of my time in the income producing activities of the business, which is inviting, following up, and talking to people. So it's just kind of, we need to move those things, those activities need to move to the top of our priority list every single day, instead of getting pushed to the bottom because they make us a little uncomfortable, or maybe they take a little bit more time to actually do, or they make us nervous. Like we got to move those to the top, because those are the things that are going to be income producing, help you grow your business, help you grow your team, help you reach your goals. That's all I got for you guys. I think I'm going to stop recording real quick.